Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Lego Dungeons & Dragons Collectible Minifigure Series 71047. This drops on September 1st. It is extremely exciting. We're getting 12 new minifigures, and today we're going to talk about the Mindflayer with Intellect Devourer. So the Mindflayer has its own collectible minifigure. What? And it has a tiny little Intellect Devourer. Now, we got to see the Intellect Devourer in Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and it's like exactly the size of a dog, and it's like if you gave a large human brain, if you took a human brain and you made it 3 times larger, and then you put 4 legs on it, and it could walk around, and it acted like a dog, that's an Intellect Devourer. And I have to say, so one thing I'm so excited about Lego Dungeons & Dragons, but one thing I've had to get used to is Lego has this cuteness. It has a layer of cuteness. And this Mindflayer, he looks dangerous and cool, but this Intellect Devourer is like a brain puppy. And it is just so cute and so Lego. It really doesn't feel like Dungeons & Dragons to me. Intellect Devourers are supposed to be terrifying, right? Like a brain rolling up at you on 4 legs should be really scary, right? But this is just so cute and so Lego. Is this a good use of one of the 12 slots? Absolutely not. It's a terrible use, right? And the reality is we don't have every class represented yet. So to give us a Mindflayer, right, before we have every class represented is not helpful. It means it's going to be months and months and months more before we have official representation of every species that is player character eligible and every class, right? So this is taking a class slot, right? That's not cool, right? And so I think I'm upset. I don't think this should have gotten a slot yet, right? We should have gotten this a year or 2 from now. And I also think the Intellect Devourer was made too cute, right? However, boy, am I excited to get this minifigure. So, and the other thing that I wanted to say is it right that this was put in there? And the answer is yes. So I would not have chosen this, okay? I would have done something different, right? But they were absolutely right to put this in. Why? Not for Dungeons and Dragons players, not for Dragon Masters, not for Dungeon Masters. This has nothing to do with us. That Intellect Devourer is going to bring in a ton of Lego fans. They're going to be like, we never saw anything like this. This is super dope. And the reality is we have to realize this. We are sharing Dungeons and Dragons with people that don't give 2 figs about Dungeons and Dragons, right? And why should we do that? Why should we give happiness? Why should we give our thing to others? So we can continue to crush the OSR and the indies. They don't have anything like this. They share their stuff with no one, and no one cares about it. The Intellect Devourer and the Mindflayer are not for Dungeon Masters and Dragon Masters. We would have been much better served if this slot had been given not to a monster, but they should have built out every eligible species all the way down to the Vidalcan, and every player character eligible class before we got a monster like this. But they were right to ignore what I want and make this what the community needs, right? And I'm so excited that we are sharing these slots with collectors, with Lego collectors, and this is going to serve them very well, in my humble opinion. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I hear yours, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.